Hello, everybody. And today is
Chuck Norris Joke Day.
It's Chuck Norris Joke Day. Thank you for saving me on that. I was going to say it's not his birthday, but we're going to tell some Chuck Norris jokes and go.
All right. Chuck Norris can speak French and Russian.
Chuck Norris went to Afghanistan, threw a grenade and killed 15 people. And then the grenade went off.
Chuck Norris can put out a fire with a gallon of gasoline.
Chuck Norris once climbed Mount Everest in 15 minutes, 14 minutes of which he spent at the bottom building a snowman.
A bulletproof vest wears Chuck Norris for protection.
Chuck Norris doesn't dial the wrong number. You answered the wrong phone.
Death once had a near Chuck Norris experience.
A fear of spiders is called arachnophobia. A fear of tight spaces is called claustrophobia. A fear of Chuck Norris is just plain logic.
Chuck Norris can cut a knife with butter.
Every Chuck Norris joke is a 5-star joke just because it says Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris can kill you with imaginary friends.
Chuck Norris can set ants on fire with a magnifying glass at night.
Chuck Norris can hear sign language. Chuck Norris beat the sun in a staring contest.
When Bruce Banner gets mad, he turns into the Hulk. When Hulk gets mad, he turns into Chuck Norris. When Chuck Norris gets mad, run.
When Chuck Norris enters a room, he doesn't turn the lights on. He turns the dark off.
Chuck Norris was once charged with 3 attempted murders in Boulder City, but the judge quickly dropped the charges because Chuck Norris doesn't attempt murder.
When Chuck Norris gives you the finger, he's telling you how many seconds you have left to live.
Chuck Norris was once on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune. He was the first one to spin the wheel, and after he spun it, everyone stood around awkwardly for the next 29 minutes waiting for the wheel to stop spinning.
If it looks like chicken, tastes like chicken, but Chuck Norris tells you it's beef, then it's beef.
Once a cobra bit Chuck Norris on the leg, and after 5 days of excruciating pain, the cobra died.
Chuck Norris doesn't cheat death, he wins fair and square. Chuck Norris can kill 2 stones with 1 bird.
Chuck Norris's calendar goes straight from March 31st to April 2nd, because nobody fools Chuck Norris.
When a zombie apocalypse starts, Chuck Norris doesn't try to survive. Zombies do.
When Chuck Norris was born, he drove his mom home from the hospital.
Chuck Norris will never have a heart attack. His heart isn't nearly foolish enough to attack him.
Chuck Norris doesn't wear a watch. He just decides what time it is.
If Chuck Norris wanted to, he could rob a bank by phone.
Bigfoot claims he saw Chuck Norris.
The real reason Hitler killed himself is because he found out that Chuck Norris is Jewish.
Chuck Norris once went to Mars, and now that's why there's no signs of life there.
Chuck Norris makes onions cry.
Chuck Norris has counted to infinity twice.
Chuck Norris can hit you so hard, your blood will bleed.
The real reason the Holy Grail has never been recovered is because no one's nearly brave enough to tell Chuck Norris to give up his favorite coffee mug.
Chuck Norris can find the end of a circle.
Chuck Norris doesn't play hide and seek. Chuck Norris plays hide and you better hope I don't find you.
Chuck Norris is the only person who can punch a cyclops between the eyes.
It is considered a great accomplishment to go down Niagara Falls in a wooden barrel. Chuck Norris can go up Niagara Falls in a cardboard box.
Chuck Norris can drown a fish.
MC Hammer learned the hard way that Chuck Norris can touch this.
Chuck Norris can put a snowman out of rain.
Chuck Norris plays Russian roulette with a fully loaded revolver and wins.
When the boogeyman goes to sleep at night, he checks his closet for Chuck Norris.
If you spell Chuck Norris wrong on Google, it doesn't ask you, did you mean Chuck Norris? You just better get up and run.
There is no theory of evolution, just a list of creatures Chuck Norris allows to live.
Leading hand sanitizers claim to kill 99.9% of germs. Chuck Norris can kill 100% of whatever he wants to.
Chuck Norris's tears can cure cancer. Too bad he never cries. Chuck Norris can pick oranges from an apple tree and make the best lemonade you've ever tasted.
Chuck Norris has a diary. It's called the Guinness Book of World Records.
Chuck Norris beat Halo 1, 2, and 3 on Legendary with a broken Guitar Hero controller.
Chuck Norris knows Victoria's Secret.
Chuck Norris is the reason Waldo is hiding.
Chuck Norris's blood type is AK-47.
Chuck Norris can strangle you with a cord of his phone.
Bill Gates lives in constant fear that Chuck Norris's PC will crash.
Giraffes were created when Chuck Norris uppercutted a horse.
Chuck Norris refers to himself in the fourth person.
Children can pee their name in snow. Chuck Norris can pee his name in concrete.
Chuck Norris actually died 4 years ago, but the Grim Reaper hasn't got the courage enough to tell him.
Chuck Norris bowled a perfect game with a marble.
Chuck Norris sleeps with a pillow under his gun.
Chuck Norris is the only person in the world that can kick you in the back of the face.
Chuck Norris can speak Braille.
Chuck Norris can unscramble an egg.
Chuck Norris went around the world by standing still.
Chuck Norris can make a slinky go upstairs.
Chuck Norris puts the laughter in manslaughter.
Chuck Norris can divide by 0.
Chuck Norris hates Raymond.
Kings by Chuck Norris-sized beds.
Chuck Norris won the Tour de France on a stationary bike.
Chuck Norris doesn't worry about high gas prices. His vehicles run on fear.
Chuck Norris can squeeze orange juice out of lemons. There used to be a street named after Chuck Norris, but they had to change the name of the street because no one's allowed to cross Chuck Norris and live.
Superman wears Chuck Norris pajamas.
Superman and Chuck Norris got in a fight, and the loser was going to have to wear their underwear on the outside of their clothes. Under Chuck Norris's beard is another fist.
Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the earth down. Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet. He scares the crap out of it.
Well, I guess that's about it for today. You just be careful. Chuck Norris is out there and he's listening. So for now, goodbye.
Goodbye.